Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 13 of the Student Pilot Cast, Ground Reference Maneuvers Revisited. We'll talk about another solo flight that I took to practice ground reference maneuvers and, of course, a touch and go or two.
Chandler Tower, Cherokee 4121 Tango. It's a Chandler Air Service. We have Zulu, and we'd like a south departure, please.
What does it say to be an angel? Where does the sun go when it sleeps? Is every star
Okay, well, it seems no matter how often I try to get these episodes out, I'm actually flying more than I'm podcasting. I'm now almost 1 month behind my actual training in this podcast, and I seem to be creeping backwards ever more. As I record this, I'm 1 day away from my Stage 3 stage check, and I haven't even gotten to my Stage 2 check in the podcast yet. I got to try and get us closer, so hold on tight. We're going to fly through the rest of Stage 2 in the next couple of episodes, and then get out on the cross countries that make up most of Stage 3. That said, don't forget to send me feedback. As Pilot Mike of the Pilotcast said last summer, we don't get paid for this, but we spend a lot of time, money, and effort producing these podcasts, and our big reward is hearing from our listeners. So don't hesitate to drop me a line. Let me know what you're doing in aviation and what you like or what you don't like about the cast and what you'd like to hear and see more of, etc. I especially like the emails that I get from prospective student pilots who really appreciate following a schmuck like me along with my training. I'm ecstatic when somebody tells me that I may have had even a really small part in helping inspire them to start training sooner rather than later. I want to read a portion of a particular email I received from a listener, David Allen, who I believe lives in Florida. David wrote, "I love your podcast. See, I'm in very much the same boat you're in. I've been wanting to learn to fly ever since I was a little boy, and my dad took me up in a little Cessna 152. Listening to your introductory episode was like listening to my own mind. I'm not yet a pilot, but I've got a lot of time in various birds over the years. I hope to start my own flight training soon, but have to wait until I free up a little of my disposable income." He also talked about my sign-offs from most of the episodes that I do. You know, the "'cause I'm going to be a pilot" thing. David says, "It really hits home to me because one day I know I'm going to be saying the very same thing. So every time I hear you say that, it brings a smile to my face." So David, I really appreciate the email. Emails like this are what make doing this all worth it. So David, hang in there. The waiting is worth it. After all, you're going to be a pilot. If you do decide to contact me, you can do so on the contact page at www.studentpilotcast.com or simply email me at bill@studentpilotcast.com. If you wish to leave feedback that other listeners can see, feel free to leave a comment on a specific episode in the show notes on the website. Okay, so back to the flying. My next lesson in the syllabus had me doing a solo practice for ground reference maneuvers. Actually, it was sort of a makeup lesson that I hadn't been able to complete the week before. I think for wind or weather or scheduling something. I can't remember. Anyway, after pre-flighting the airplane, I was off. First thing I did was get the ATIS and then made my call to ground. I'll also let the audio run a bit so you can hear some of the other traffic. At least the other traffic on the ground at this point. I'll apologize in advance for some of the audio. There's a hum and a little extra engine noise that you don't usually get. Each plane I fly is a little different, even though they're all the same PA-28 161s. And this particular plane seems to have some extra noise from the radio and the audio panel. It's either that or I haven't figured out how to properly set the squelch yet. In any case, hopefully it's not too distracting.
Chandler Tower, information Lima, time 1448 Zulu, wind calm, temperature 23, 2.2, altimeter 299.5. Please approach in use, landing and departing, runways 4, left and right. Nodal. Multiple obstructions in the vicinity of Chandler Airport up to 310 feet AGL. Use caution. Bird activity in the vicinity of Chandler Airport. Departures. Advise ground control of your direction of flight. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
Chandler Ground, Cherokee 47851 has Lima, would like a south departure. We're Chandler Air Service.
Cherokee 47851, Chandler Ground, taxi to runway 4 left via Alpha Delta.
Taxi to 4 left via Alpha Delta, Cherokee 851.
Okay, it is a beautiful day. Probably about 78 degrees. It's 7:45, 8 in the morning or so. And this time of year, it's a little warm in Arizona. It's starting to get a little warm anyway, but the mornings and the evenings tend to be very, very nice. Wind is calm. There looks like just a very, very few clouds. Pretty high. And looks like there's a lot of planes in the run-up area. It's a Saturday morning, so there's going to be some extra traffic. There's a restaurant here on the field that has very good breakfasts, and a lot of people fly in on weekends and meet and greet. And that is one limp windsock.
Chandler ground, good morning. Archer, November 8336 Delta, over at Chandler Air Service, departing to the south. With Lima.
Archer 8336 Delta, Chandler ground, taxi runway 4 left, the Alpha Delta.
Alpha Delta for 6, for 4 left, 6 Delta.
Morning, Chandler ground, Warrior 9126 Mike, taxiing from Chandler Air Service with Lima, and we'll be westbound.
Warrior 9126 Mike, Chandler ground, taxi runway 4 left, the Alpha Delta.
4 left, Alpha Delta. Chandler ground, Super Cup 62712 at Chandler Air Service. Taxi to the active with Lima, departing to the south.
Super Cup 62712, Chandler ground, give way to the Warrior off to your right, taxi runway 4 left, the Alpha Delta.
712, give way to the Warrior 4 left, Alpha and Delta.
Well, the wind was calm, so maybe not the best day for practicing ground reference maneuvers, but it would have to do, and we'll talk about that a little more later as well. I'll pick up as I'm finishing the run-up and ready to go. Doors. Transponder on altitude, 1200. Mixture full ridge. Okay. I'm going to be heading to the south. I'm going to be doing a normal takeoff. Chandler Tower, Cherokee 47851 is ready at 4 left.
Calling Chandler Tower, say again.
This is Cherokee 47851. We're ready at 4 left.
Cherokee 47851, Chandler Tower, fly runway heading, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway heading, Cherokee 851. Okay. Everything looks good. Airspeed's alive. In the green. 50, 55, 60.
Cherokee 312, runway 4 left, clear land.
312, 4 left. Donner 126 Mike, ready at 4 left.
426 Mike, at the airport boundary, left turn westbound approved, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff. Warrior 312, Cherokee departing prior to arrival.
312, welcome.
Cherokee 851, runway, correct, Cherokee 851, sorry about that, right turn southbound is approved.
Right turn approved, 851. So on my way out to the practice area, it became apparent what a nice flying day this would be. Pay special attention to my "as far as you can see" comment. As soon as I said it, I realized it was pretty funny and it made me laugh.
Okay, totally hands-off flying here.
Chandler Tower, good morning.
Just a beautiful morning.
Fargo 5080 Victor, Chandler Tower. Hold short, runway 4 left.
Stable air.
4 left, 80 Victor.
Visibility as far as you can see. Well, obviously. But I think you all know what I mean.
12 Lima traffic ahead to the right to helicopter and right close traffic outside of his turn. Right turn southbound approved.
12 Lima, we got the helicopter.
And we've turned southbound, of course.
426 Mike, the Eurofox traffic is just off to your right, altitude indicates 2,700 mile.
Yeah, we're leaving Chandler
Airspace. Thank you. Eurofox 6 Hotel Lima, the Cherokee traffic no longer a factor. He's past you to your right.
I see up Eurofox.
And before making it out to where I was going to do the maneuvers, I had a plane come pretty close to me. I was trying to give him wide berth, but he was kind of turning into me as he turned around. I turned left and dove a bit to try to stay clear. Turned out fine, of course, but, it wasn't super comfortable to be in that position. And you'll hear a lot of traffic, actually, in this cast, as it was a weekend, and it was a beautiful day for flying. As you can hear me mention, the practice area to the south of Chandler is very, very busy. Not just with aircraft practicing maneuvers, but on the way there, you kind of cross a sort of corridor for arrivals and departures, too. So you got to keep your head on a swivel out there. Like I said, weekends are even busier. It does make it hard to forget your clearing turns, though, since you're always thinking about traffic.
I got some traffic that's about a mile or two ahead of me, about 500 feet higher. 300 feet higher. Doing some maneuvering out there. This is a busy piece of airspace just south of Chandler Airport. Oh, he's turning into me. Let's see. You got me?
Chandler Tower, Super Cup 62712.
He's at my
number 2 for takeoff
30 now.
Left, departing to the south.
2 o'clock and making all sorts of maneuvers.
Short, runway 4 left.
He's now within
hold short.
Cessna 52 Echo
probably a quarter
mile.
mile.
Left or right down one.
He's just gone parallel with me.
We're heading in a left down one.
This guy's making me nervous.
Cessna 52 Echo, left down one departure is approved.
There he is.
Left down one approved. 52 Echo.
Okay, so I'll let this play a bit while I do the maneuvers. I talk to myself like a crazy person the whole time for a couple of reasons. The first reason is for all of you. I'm recording this, so I want to give everyone the visual through the audio. The second reason is that, well, I guess I'm sort of crazy. In any case, it makes it less monotonous, and talking through the procedures out loud actually helps me visualize and memorize better. So, okay, here we go. I arrived at the area that I like to do ground reference maneuvers, and, it's an area that's all agricultural. So the section lines are very distinct to use as references, and there's 1,000 places to put her down if anything goes wrong. You'll also hear the moment that I make the realization that there really is no place I'd rather be than where I was at that point. The moment should be pretty obvious.
All right. Way clear of that airspace. That guy's doing all sorts of maneuvers. I'm going to try and stay clear. Okay. He's taken up all those fields I like to do ground reference maneuvers on, so I'm just going to do a clearing turn here. See if I can pick another spot to do some stuff. Okay. A little bit of population here. So Oh, looks like he's clearing the area, so I'm going to head back over to the fields that I like. Where did he go? There he is. Good deal. Just did a 270 left turn. Cleared the area. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful day. Alright, I'm going to start to descend here a little bit. Since the wind is calm and I see no evidence of any change of that out here. Oh, there's a guy coming back in to my left. It's probably that same guy. Okay, I don't see any traffic in front of me. Oh man, I could just be up here all day when it's like this. This is relaxing. Where did he go? I know he's behind me. Looked like he was turning. Yeah, so I don't see any evidence of wind out here, so I can pretty much use anything for my downwind. I'm going to decide to use left turns, though. Should make it easier. So I'm going to do a rectangular pattern. And I'm going to do it at 2,000 feet. So I'm going to loop around. Come in on a downwind. Little teardrop here. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic. Still descending slightly. Got another 1,500 feet. I'm sorry, another 150 feet. And there we go. Let's see. Okay, 2,000 feet. And entering downwind.
Okay, I think I've talked about it before, but for those who may not know, ground reference maneuvers are in the practical test standards basically to help students learn to divide their attention between holding altitude, looking out of the airplane at the references being used on the ground, looking out of the airplane for traffic, and also to understand the airplane ground track relationship with the wind and how the wind is affecting you. With very little wind, as it was this day, these are quite a bit easier to do. I had already done some practice on these ground reference maneuvers in some pretty stiff wind, so if you want to listen to that, check out episode 8, Moving On Up, which had the subtitle of 190 at 20, gusts 28. You get the idea. Okay, so here we go. I would be practicing a rectangular course, S-turns across a road, and turns around a point. So as you heard, I'd be starting with the rectangular course. I'll play bits and pieces of each maneuver as, while I was concentrating on doing them, I didn't talk quite as much, which I guess is a good thing. I'm on the road to recovery. I'll cut out the dead air, though, so it'll sound like I'm completing some of these things much faster than I actually was. I was doing these drills at 2,000 feet mean sea level, which was about 800 feet above the ground.
Good. Looking good. On upwind, so to speak. Got about 15 feet below here. Let's see. Here we go. And there we go. We'll go base. Oh, I got 50 feet. Whoa. Those are some pretty steep turns. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. I'm on downwind, back to 2,000 feet. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Added back pressure a little late there. Oh, I'm pretty tight to the pattern. we go. Much nicer. Much nicer turn. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Sure makes it a lot easier without wind. It looks like I do have a little bit of a wind here. Just a tiny bit right to left right now. I gotta put in a crab angle. So I'm really turning into downwind right about now. Good. So there is a little wind out here. Makes this better for practice. That's why I got so tight last time. Okay, now I'm on downwind. I'm going to change my fields, go a little further this way. Traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles high. Okay, downwind. So I'm going to need to make this turn fairly steep right now. And I'm going to need to overcorrect just a little bit. I'm going to put in a crab, I mean. Just a tad. Stay about right there. Lots of traffic. Good practice. Okay, now I'm turning upwind, and I don't need to turn quite as much this time. Good. Good for traffic. Holding altitude steady, and turn. This one's going to be more shallow. Because I'm turning into a right to left wind here. And I want to stop a little early. Very nice. Okay, turning downwind. I'm going to increase the angle for the bank. As I turn and roll out. Right at 2,000 feet. Beautiful. All right, I'll break off on this one. And we'll go do some S-turns across the line here. There's my perfect line. We'll head into the wind, so we'll start down here. This should be perfect. Oh wait, I might want to use one that... Yeah, I'll use one that goes across the wind. Stay at 2,000 feet. I don't want to start on downwind, so I'm going to come around. It doesn't matter. I'll start on upwind. And I'll use that line. Traffic looks good. Just did a 180. And we're at 2,000 feet. Almost straight on downwind, or upwind, I mean. So my upwind turns are going to be a little shallower. And here we go. I'm going to increase the angle as I start to turn downwind. And perpendicular, other way, steep, and get shallower. Oh, this is going to be perfect, and perpendicular. Going to go shallower at the beginning, get steeper. And it looks like we're coming up to I-10, so this will be my last one on upwind. I'll turn one more to downwind. Getting shallower, shallower, and wings level. And get steeper as I turn. Still pegged at 2,000 feet. And wings level. Oh, that was beautiful. It helps that there's only slight wind, I guess, but... All right. I think it helps that there's nobody in the right seat critiquing me. Helps me stay more relaxed. Okay.
Okay, so that took care of the first two, so it was off to do some turns around a point. So in this next section of audio, you'll sort of hear me talking to myself as I figure out that the wind that I did have that day was coming from a slightly different direction than I had originally thought. You may actually hear, if you listen very carefully, Eureka in the background. Well, you probably won't actually hear it, but you'll be able to tell when I figure it out.
All right, we're going to try some turns around a point here. Okay. Let's pick somewhere. These poor guys working these fields are probably sick of me flying around. I don't know. They're probably used to it. Let me clear here. Make sure there's no traffic. All right, there's some traffic up there. There's a good point. Traffic right above me, 500 feet. Alright, no factor there. A little bumpier over here where they're plowing the fields. I think that heat's starting to be absorbed into the ground, starting to come up. Get some updrafts there.
1233, southwest.
Okay, I'm monitoring guard, so I was surprised to hear a transmission there. And I'm going to do a 180 as I enter downwind here. Clear for traffic. Oh, I need to descend too. I'm 100 feet high. I want to start at 2,000 again. Okay, looks like I'm clear. Okay, 2,000 feet right there. Not really stabilized, but here she goes. Okay, I need a steeper turn here. Starts to shallow. Had to break it off. There's traffic off to my left. Saw the shadow and then looked up and saw him probably, I don't know, a quarter mile away and 100 feet higher than me, so I just broke off to the right and give him room. Looks like I have more traffic coming into the fields where I'm working. That's the busiest part of my day today, is looking for all this traffic, and that guy is as low as I am. Lower, so... So either he's doing ground reference maneuvers or that's an ag plane. Yeah, it looks like he might be landing at that little ag strip out here. So he's landing short. He's just doing a flyby. Oh, he's probably practicing emergency engine out maneuvers. That's definitely a good spot to pick. Little ag strip there. But he was coming in hot and high, so... All right, let me reestablish this. Turns around a point here. Now that other guy was kind of coming up behind me, so hopefully he was avoiding me as well, but looked like he didn't really alter his path too much, but oh well. Alright. Gonna make the rest of my 180 here. Got an eye on that guy. Looks like he's climbing out. Okay, trying to stay on 2,000 here, and entering downwind. We're almost to our point, and there we go. Start my turn steeper. Shallow it out as we go around. Now this is a good one for looking for traffic because it's just a constant 360. I'm getting a little wide here. Gotta keep it steeper. Oh, that's about right. I corrected okay for that. Okay, that's just about right. Gotta get shallower. And start to get steeper. Pegged at 2,000 again, that's good. Oh, this one's looking good. Alright. And start to get shallower now. These are just slight corrections because I've got just slight wind. It's not a heavy wind. I can feel it though. It's definitely changing my course. Get a little extra lift at the same attitude when I'm... Okay, now I gotta steepen it up. Got a little wide on that one. Looking for traffic. And steepest point. Start to shallow. I think the wind's blowing a little bit south. Or, I'm sorry, a little bit east. So I gotta steepen it up here. That's why I'm getting blown across this line a little more. I'm gonna make my steepest about right here. Now start to shallow out. There we go. I think I got this wind figured out now. Helps to visualize where it's coming from. Change my circle a little bit. Okay, start to steepen up. Oh, much, much better. Helps to have figured out where the wind's coming from. Steepest point. Now start to shallow. That's my shadow down there. Yeah, I wanted to do one more now that I had the wind figured out, so after I come on to downwind this time, we'll break it off and start to head back. Again, pegged at 2,000, this is good. And I'm about downwind right now, so we'll break this off. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna climb just a bit.
So that was it for the ground reference maneuvers. It was a good day. The wind was light, so they were easier to do, and that was good because it helped me get a picture of what they were really supposed to look like when all goes well. Also, because there was some unexpected wind, it gave me the opportunity to really figure it out while I was doing the maneuvers, and then correct for it until the procedures were good and my ground track was all fixed up. It was a good day. Okay, so now I was going to give myself some time under the hood. I'm just kidding. I know if there's any CFIs listening out there, your heart just skipped a beat, right? Of course I wouldn't do that when I was alone, especially because there wasn't time after I did some in-and-out emergency procedures. I'm just kidding again. All I did was head back to Chandler to get in a touch and go or two. So we'll pick it back up while I was heading in. I started, of course, by listening to the Chandler ATIS.
All right, I'm going to listen to ATIS.
Activity in the vicinity of Chandler Airport. Departures. Advise ground control of your direction of flight. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima. Chandler Tower, information Lima, time 1448 Zulu. Wind calm, temperature 23, 2.2, altimeter 299 or 5. Please approach in use, landing and departing, runways 4, left and right. NOTAM. Multiple obstructions in the vicinity of Chandler Airport up to 310 feet AGL. Use caution, bird activity in the vicinity of Chandler Airport. Departures, advise ground control of your direction of flight. Advise on initial contact, you have information Lima.
Chandler Tower, Cherokee 47851, 2,700 feet with Lima. We're 6 miles south of the airport, inbound for touch and go.
Cherokee 47851, Chandler Tower, make right traffic, runway 4 right, report right downwind.
We'll make right traffic for 4 right, report right downwind, Cherokee 851.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, turn right on Charlie, taxi to runway 4 right via Charlie Hotel.
Bonanza 8173 Charlie, turn right on Charlie, taxi to runway 4 right on Charlie and Hotel.
Cherokee 658, if able, change to runway 4 left, clear to land.
Change it to 4 left for 658, clear to land.
All right, we're descending. Get down to TPA by the time we get to those ponds out there. Yeah, we do have a bit more wind now. Got to keep a slight crab angle here to stay on this road.
Cherokee 658, you can roll out down to Mike. At Mike, taxi to the ramp, monitor ground. Have a good day.
658.
All right.
Star 36 Delta will be full stop to the ramp.
I'm going to do my before landing, so fuel pump on.
Archer 36 Delta, roger, continue right traffic.
36 Delta.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, state direction of flight requested.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, I would like downwind departure, westerly direction.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, roger, just want to verify that'll be a left downwind departure westbound.
Left or right is no matter. Downwind departure westbound is important.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, roger, you can expect a left turnout.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, roger, expecting a left turnout.
Cherokee 851, follow Cherokee ahead, slightly to your left, midfill downwind.
All right, we're looking for that traffic, and we'll follow them into the downwind, 851.
Chandler Tower 36 Delta traffic.
Archer 36 Delta, roger. Archer 36 Delta, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 36 Delta, 4 right.
Chandler Tower 851, we have the traffic, we'll follow.
Cherokee 851, roger. Attention all aircraft, Channel Tower, this information, Mike Kern, altimeter 29906.
Chandler Tower, Cessna 113 Bravo Alpha, just off of Gateway. With information, Mike, like to come in for some touch and go.
Cessna 113 Bravo Alpha, Channel Tower, make right traffic, runway 4 right, report downwind.
Make right traffic, one way, 4 right, report downwind.
Slow it on up.
Cherokee 851, number 2, follow Cherokee close in base to final runway 4 right, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 4 right, 851.
Chandler Tower, Aero 81053, 6 miles to the southeast. Information, Mike, requesting the left runway.
Aircraft calling Channel Tower inbound from the south, say again.
Aero November 81053, 6 southeast, with Mike, requesting the left.
Air 81053, Channel Tower, enter a right base, runway 4 right, report 2 mile right base.
2 mile right base to the right, 053.
Archer 36 Delta, hold short, runway 4 left, remain this frequency.
Roger, holding short 4 left, Delta. For Chandler Tower, Bonanza 8173, Charlie Solo student holding short, runway 4 right, ready for departure.
Bonanza 8173, Charlie, Channel Tower, hold short, runway 4 right.
Bonanza 8173, Charlie holding short.
Okay, so I'm about to touch down here. If you remember to the last episode, I hadn't done any normal takeoffs and landings for over a week, so this was to be the first one for a while. I'm going to let this run even though I'm not saying anything, because you should be able to pick out the engine going to idle, the stall horn starting ever so slightly to squeak, and then if you listen carefully, you can hear the wheels squeal a bit as they touch down. For aviation enthusiasts, I think even the sound of a landing can be cool. I hope so, anyway. I'll let this go as I go around the pattern again and then back for my final landing of the day.
Delta, cross runway 4 left, taxi to the ramp, monitor ground.
Cross 4 left, monitor ground, 36 Delta.
Cherokee 851, follow a Cessna ahead to your right, entering downwind.
We have that traffic, we'll follow that 851.
Bonanza 8173, Charlie, Channel Tower, runway 4 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Bonanza 8173, Charlie, Solo, choose runway 4 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading. Arrow 053, 2 mile right base.
Arrow 053, continue.
Channel Tower, Cessna 113 Bravo Alpha is on the midfield, runway 4 right.
Arrow 053, change to runway 4 left, runway 4 left, clear to land.
053, 4 left, clear to land.
Cessna 113 Bravo Alpha, you need to widen out your downwind just slightly, sir. Runway 4 right, clear touch and go, chop apart prior to arrival to Bonanza.
113 Bravo Alpha, widening in and out. Runway 4 left, 4 right, direction. Clear for landing.
113 Bravo Alpha, clear touch to go 4 right, or widen out our pattern.
703 Bravo Alpha, roger, thank you. Bonanza 73 Charlie, left turn approved.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, left turn approved.
Chandler Tower, Cherokee 851, would like a full stop this time, please.
Cherokee 851, number 2, follow Cessna downwind, turning base, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, number 2, 4 right, Cherokee 851.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, request next left turn.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, you can proceed on course.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, proceed on course, roger.
Arrow 053, contact ground 124.4.
Thanks, sir.
Alright, I'm going to make a nice lazy...
Chandler Tower, Varga 5080, Victor 8 miles south, inbound, full stop with Mike.
Get some altitude.
Varga 5080, Victor Channel Tower, enter right base, runway 4 right, report 2 mile right base.
Report 2 mile right base for 4 right, 80 Victor.
Yeah, it's getting a little more bumpy. Field is made.
Gateway Tower, Archer 4180 Echo, over at the Sands Mountains, inbound to field for some touch and goes with Juliet.
Archer 4188 Echo, you called Gateway Tower, you're talking to Chandler Tower, which one do you want?
Gateway Tower, sorry about that, 88 Echo.
Archer 88 Echo, roger, frequency change approved, have a good day.
Frequency change approved, good day.
Man, that was a squeaker. Those soft and short fields have really made my landings better.
Cherokee 851, turn left at November, hold shorter runway 4 left, remain this frequency.
Turn left at November, we'll hold short of the runway and remain this frequency.
Varga 80 Victor, traffic ahead to your right 1 mile to get 2000, type unknown, out or direction unknown.
Inside 80 Victor.
Alright, after landing
Flaps up.
Cherokee 851, cross runway 4 left, taxi to the ramp, monitor ground.
Cross 4 left and monitor ground on the other side, Cherokee 851.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, frequency change approved.
Bonanza 73 Charlie, frequency change approved. Goodbye.
Oh, nice and warm when you get on the ground. So let me finish the after landing, turn standby there. Necessary electrical off. Lean mixture. Okay. I've got the altimeter, the transponder. Whew. Get some airflow in here. It's nice when the instructor's in here, they open the door. All I've got's this tiny window.
So that did it for this lesson. As you heard, I was recognizing that doing all the short and soft field landings had definitely improved my normal landings, and it was nice to see this progress. So my next flights were to be my Stage 2 review with my instructor Larry, and then my Stage 2 check with another instructor right after that. I'll probably cover both of these in the next episode, which will lead us into Stage 3, or the cross countries. I was excited to get to that part of my training, and I hope you're excited to join me in the podcast. Either way, though, I'm good. After all, I'm going to be a pilot. Music for today's audio cast is the song To Be an Angel from the great Canadian band Uncle Seth. You can get more information and subscribe to the Student Pilot audiocast using iTunes, Zune, or any other podcatcher at www.studentpilotcast.com.